Niall Horan from Mullingar Island was about to begin his dream to become a famous singer. The reality show X Factor were taking in talented people in audition. Niall Horan was in 2010 at 16 years old. Niall auditioned for the 7th series of the X Factor UK in Dublin. He sang "So Sick" and received mixed comments from the judges. Lewis Walsh was in his favor, but Cheryl Cole and guest judge Katy Perry felt he needed some time to grow. Simon voted to let him through, Cheryl said no, and Lewis quickly added in his yes, and left Niall's fate up to Katy. She decided to vote yes, and Niall was put through a boot camp. At the end of the audition were too many competitors. The judges decided to take few competitors, include Niall and other 5 boys, but since they were too good to let go, the judges decided to put Niall in a band. Along with Harry Styles, Liam Payne, Louis Tomlinson and Zayn Malik formed One Direction. Harry came up with the group name. They began competing every week until the finals were. They received 3rd place, closely behind Rebecca Ferguson, who came 2nd, and Matt Curl, who won the competition. Following the X Factor, One Direction signed a record contract with Sony Music subsidiary Psycho Music. They released the first studio album, Up All Night, which became a big hit around the world and came out first. In November 2012, One Direction released their newest album, Take Me Home, starting with Live While We're Young.
Liam Payne, or Liam James Payne, was born August 29, 1993. When he was 15 years old, he went to X Factor and he came through the audition, but Simon thought he was too young to be in X Factor, so he told him to come back after 2 years. After 2 years, he came back in X Factor and came through again. After all the talented people came through, was the number 2 big. Simon and the other judges decided to take all the members in One Direction and the other 5 girls. Heartbroken boys went backstage to releasing the tears and say goodbye. Simon didn't like the idea and called them to the stage, also the girls. Simon said he didn't want these good voices to go, so he put all the 5 boys, who are total strangers, in one boy band. One Direction came in 3rd place. After that, we became famous.
Harry Styles is 19 and was born in England February 1st, 1994. Harry Styles became famous when he auditioned in the X Factor 2010. In Harry's first audition, he sang "Isn't She Lovely?" Harry went through with 2 yeses out of 3. Harry was a soloist, but he was put together with 4 other soloists during boot camp on the show because it was supposed to be the end of the season for them, but Simon Cowell could not let them go home, so Simon and the other judges decided to call them back in and create a boy band. Harry and the 4 others that were called in then became a group and One Direction was made. Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Niall Horan, Liam Payne and Louis Tomlinson were in the band, and now they are famous all over the world.
Zayn Malik, or Zayn Jawad Malik, was born on January 12, 1993 in England. X Factor 2009 was about to begin when the 15-year-old Zayn Malik was about to audition in the reality show. When Zayn was in the line about to get his number, he froze and went back home. He came back 1 year later in X Factor, and it was too many talented people, so the judges decided to take 5 boys and 5 other girls. They were split in one boy band and one girl band. One Direction came in 3rd place in the X Factor that year. Lewis was born in Doncaster, South Yorkshire, England, to Troy and Johanna. He was born December 24, 1991. In 2010, Lewis auditioned for the 7th series of the singing competition, The X Factor. He failed to progress to the boys' category at the judges' houses, and after a suggestion by Nicole, a guest judge, they were put together in a form of 5 boys boy band at Wembley Arena in London, England.
In July 2010, during the bootcamp stage of the competition, thus qualifying for the groups category, subsequently the group got together for 2 weeks to get to know each other and to practice.
Harry Styles came up with the name One Direction for their qualifying song at judges' houses, and their first song as a group. One Direction sang a qualifying version of Torn. Simon Cowell later commented that the performance convinced him that the group were confident, fun, like a gang of friends, and kind of fearless as well. Within the first 4 weeks of the live show, they were Cowell's last act in the competition. The group quickly gained popular in the UK.
One Direction finished in third place and immediately after the final, the song Forever Young, which would have been released if they have won the X Factor, was leaked into the internet. Shortly afterwards was confirmed that One Direction has been signed by Simon to reported 2 million Zico Records record contracts.